Hold up. We will be doing cybersleuth. Digimonstory cybersleuth. Oh, I gotta leave my channel voice. Where'd the other guy go?
I just
Oh, your mic work now? Your mic work now? Dragon Gamer 51? Yeah, I can hear you. First time we couldn't hear nothing from you.
I've been watching YouTube and I just got done much.
I gotta plug in my charger.
I didn't even see a notification.
Oh, what's up, guys? I gotta turn off my air conditioner. I'm getting too cold.
Okay. I sent you a friend request, letters. I don't know how to say. Can you tell me something I can call you?
Yeah, letters is fine. Yeah.
Okay. I sent you a friend request.
I gotta ask you a question. Flutter. How is it true that Firebrand still act like a jerk sometimes? Firebrand. Yeah.
I got a gold BFG.
Well, it's simple. He's a soldier, and me, my family bloodlines are mostly ninjas and assassins. So
AOY?
I don't trust the NFTs.
You wanna know who's really a real jerk in real life? Oxford.
Wow.
He was up here in Seattle with me, and I knew him before he was famous.
Well, you know, they say fame always go up to their heads.
Right, well, it was worse back then. He is the most misogynist ever. He confessed. Those videos are all gone. But he used the Wayback Machine to find them. But he had several videos, actually, about him explaining why men were superior to women.
Yeah. Nah, I think I saw his channel once, and I sent him a message. And I said, "Women are more tougher than men, because women
Not
have rights."
always, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh wow.
Okay, when I was saying that not always, I wasn't talking about women's rights. I'm talking about, like, strength.
I mean big, literally, because he's fucking morbidly obese.
Wow. I exercise though.
Yeah, well, this guy smokes cigars and wears a bowler cap like that one guy from,
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's that, but he's that, but he's much bigger. Okay, he's misogynistic.
Me, I believe in women's rights and stuff. My hair is. I believe, but problem was I met a lot of tough women around my when I was growing up.
What gets me, though, is Oxhorn told me that he hated women so much he'd never get married, but he did, apparently, get married later on. So that means that whoever he married is pretty much subservient to him, you know?
Wow.
Maybe a sort of Jehovah's Witness or something where men have all the rights and women
Ima-
have to obey.
imagine,
Muslims.
imagine getting married when you said you wouldn't get married.
Well, yeah, he had such distaste for women that he wouldn't even think about it, or at least that's what he told me, but, you know.
Oh, so a guy who said women are weak is got married. That's just stupid right there.
What do you think Mormons and frickin' JWs are so popular for?
For
And,
That'd be kind of sweet. I get to be a king and they get to be my servants.
well,
よ
yeah.
うこそ電脳空間の楽園エデンへ。
my comment.
エデンはメタバースにおいて革新的なサービスの数々を提供する新世代型デジタルコンテンツ。ショッピングから映画などの革新的な
Problem is,
取引から
guys who are
行政機関の手
misogynist
続きまで
always are
皆
the
様のニーズ
losers.
にお応えし皆様の生活の一部となるサービスを本日も心を込めてご案内させ
Yeah.
ていただき
See,
ます。
there's those
従来
in
のネット
parts of
画
the
面上
Middle
でのやり
East.
取りではなく
There's
アバターを
those
介しての直感的なバーチャ
in
ルリア
America.
リティ体験と最先端の電脳空間サービスを
In
心
Japan,
ゆくまで
we
お
got
楽し
few
みください。
misogynists.
エデンは世界をつなぎ未来を紡ぐヒューマンネットワ
Yeah,
ーク
that's true.
上白エンタープライズが運営しております。
Oh, you don't know about the Catholic priests touching little kids?
They're pedophiles.
You meant,
Big time.
I was about to say you meant pedophiles.
Now, I will say this.
Isn't that just worse?
It is. See, not all problem is not all I'm gonna tell some. Not all Catholic priests do that to kids. Most of them. Some of them are married and they just don't. They hide their ring because they working at a church, and they said that
Why
this
are
and
they
that.
not allowed to get married? Off. Why are they not allowed to?
It's just yeah, but some do get married. In my got this one, for my I'm part Asian and part black, but Japan we got priests who can get married. Well, our religion is Shinto, and we believe everyone have a freedom to do whatever they want. But the Catholic Church always like makes something up.
Okay, quickly. So, beasts.
Simple.
My brains work.
The Pope will always protecting the pedophiles there.
Okay, so you're telling me they're not allowed to have sex with women, but they're allowed to have sex with kids? What?
Yeah, see, problem is yeah, I saw that and I say Yeah, let me burn this Bible for. Got to some. They got to some. They got the stuff. They were called Puritans, and the Puritans was trying to control UK back then, but they couldn't. So they moved to America so they could try to control their ideas here. Yeah, simple. Anytime a priest get in trouble with getting, the problem was either the priest get in trouble for having sex with a woman, or get in trouble with having sex with a kid. The Catholic Church whisked them away, right? True. Me, I'm not a Christian. My mom is, but not me. I spend my time not believing that bullshit. Cause, I mean, civil blacks were being brainwashed by Christianity and stuff, and my mom said, if I told my mom, what's your favorite hockey game? What's this? Hockey team. Chicago Blackhawks. My city. Guys, listen. I was simple. When I was growing up, I was the only black kid watching hockey, while everybody else was watching basketball and football. Every time I go towards the school, they say, "Oh, hey guys, you saw Michael Jordan game?" And I said, "No, I was watching the hockey game." I went to a bar and watched a hockey game. And he said, "You're not allowed to drink." Okay, I just want to watch the hockey game. He just turn up the channel, the volume up for the game. That's when I was growing up watching Blackhawks. Cause I was the only black kid. I was the only black kid that listened to metal and rock, while others in my neighborhood listened to rap and hip hop. Weird. Anyway. Anyway, how is Seattle? Let's see what they. Wrong one. Hello? Look, tunnel parts. Great to meet you, Pony.
I'm tired. Let's go.
Dad, just one more thing.
I gotta do my channel too, so see ya.
For your time all the time, it's called Coin, and it transforms your phone into an earning machine. Once you download Coin,
Hey everyone, it's just Mark Gaming. I'm sorry, I'm talking to some friends.
A truck pulls up in front of a quiet suburban home. The faded sign on the truck's flank reads, Exterminator. It's not the most glamorous job, but hey, someone's gotta do it. In all his years of extermination work, this exterminator has seen it all. Ants, termites, rats, but he's never taken a job that he couldn't handle. As he looks out at this sprawling suburban home, he can't help but notice the nicely manicured lawn and the beautifully sculpted topiaries. The trash cans are neatly stacked on the curb, ready for pickup. It doesn't look like the sort of home that would have a vermin problem. But then again, this exterminator knows better than anyone that looks can be deceiving. People often think that only rundown slums will attract vermin, but he knows that even the cleanest kitchens can still have a problem with unwelcome invaders. He jumps from his truck and walks up to the front door, carrying his equipment on his back and a clipboard in his hands. He quickly reviews the specifics of this job from the paper on his clipboard. A woman calls his company complaining about a major cockroach infestation, demanding that they send someone right away. He remembers that she sounded downright frantic on the phone, much more agitated than you would expect from a little cockroach problem. Then again, he thinks some people just really don't like bugs. He rings the doorbell and waits. A crabby-looking old woman answers the door. It's about time that you got here, she snaps. There's a huge cockroach infestation in the basement, hundreds of them. I want you to go down there and do something about it. Absolutely, ma'am, says the exterminator politely. Part of his job is assuaging frantic customers. He's used to this sort of thing. So many homeowners are absolutely terrified of insects that they fall to pieces at the sight of a spider or a cockroach. He's accustomed to dealing with all manner of creepy crawlies, so he's not at all worried. He's sure this will be an easy job. You're in good hands with us. We'll kill those roaches dead, he says, recalling the company slogan that he's required to repeat. They're in the basement, says the old woman. I've tried to kill them, but there's too many of them, and they're too fast. I'm way too old to be running after a bunch of bugs. It tires these old bones out. I was down there with a spray can myself, but I just keep getting too tired to keep it up. It's almost like, of course, there's an easy explanation for all of this. This woman is very old, so she wouldn't be able to run around much without tiring herself out. That's much more possible than believing that the cockroaches were somehow magically. But again, he's used to listening to all sorts of crazy stories from frightened clients. Who doesn't believe the first one? Then I'll take a look and see what kind of problem you have. The exterminator opens the door to the basement and peers down into the darkness. He gropes blindly for the light switch, and eventually his fingers connect. He flips the switch, and a bare light bulb hanging from the ceiling flickers on. The stairs leading down into the depths of the basement. The basement is filled with junk, all the accumulated debris of the owner's whole life. He sees piles of cardboard boxes overflowing with old books and raggedy clothes. Paint cans are stacked in the corner in defiance of any protections to fire safety. The boiler rattles and wheezes. Sounds like it might be replaced. Air smells damp and musty. He wonders if the old woman has ever cleaned this basement. Looking at this mess, it's no wonder that she would have a problem with cockroaches. The exterminator can't help but think about how messy and decrepit this cellar looks compared to the immaculate facade of the house outside. The exterminator pulls out his flashlight and flicks it on. He aims it into the corners, hoping to see some evidence of this insect invasion. He sees nothing. The old woman described a basement infested with hordes of insects, yet he doesn't see a single one. He stifles a yawn. Why does he feel so sleepy? This job must be more draining than he thought, because that can't be the case, and he's not about to start believing fantasies now. He's a rational guy. He knows that you can't lose your head and expect to do well in this line of work. Besides, he reminds himself, he still hasn't actually seen any evidence of a cockroach problem at all. He continues to poke around the basement and still finds nothing. He frowns. This is really concerning. First of all, he doesn't relish the idea of explaining to the old woman upstairs that she doesn't actually have a cockroach problem at all. She's probably not going to take kindly to him telling her that she's delusional. But also, he was hoping that this would be a big job. He can't find any bugs. He won't be able to justify charging the old woman for this visit. What a waste of his time. Suddenly, he catches movement out of the corner of his eye. He spins around, aiming his flashlight into the corner, just quick enough to see something scuttle through a crack in the wall. Did he imagine that? No, he tells himself. He definitely saw something. Great. He approaches the corner, his spirit suddenly buoyed again. He's happy that he'll actually have something to report to his upstairs client. Maybe he'll find a whole nest in that crack. That would be great. He could justify recommending a full house fumigation then, and that would bring some much needed cash into the business. He narrows his eyes and peers closer. Even with his flashlight being trained on the crack, it's so dark in the basement that it's hard to see. He can see the wooden boards of the house's superstructure through the flaking paint on the wall, and if he squints just right, he thinks he can just see something squirming right there between the boards. Whatever it is, it stops moving when his flashlight beam washes over it. That's very unusual. He knows from experience that when you turn over a rock, bugs will always race for cover. They aren't smart enough to play dead. Yet that's exactly what it looks like this insect is doing. He rubs his eyes with his free hand, trying to blink away his sudden sleepiness. He's feeling even drowsier than before, gray body between the boards to his nose, so that he can get a better look to hear the news. Then again, he's holding this thing too close to his face. Are those stingers? Could this bug be poisonous? Sleepy. What's wrong with Bale? The cricket drops to the floor and quickly rights itself. Movements of an insect. The insect crawls over no matter where he...
Imagine you're eating spicy Doritos and ranch dressing, washing it down with a nice cold Mountain Dew.
He can't see the insect anymore. Where did it go? He returns to the crack in the wall for a second look, but sees nothing. Absently, the exterminator rubs his nose. He feels at the crack and wiggles them around. Hoping to find the cockroaches, asks the old woman when he returns to the top of the stairs. I know there are roaches down there. He shakes his head. Ma'am, I searched the whole basement and I didn't find any cockroaches. He explains to her that all he could find in the basement was a harmless cricket. The old woman starts to argue with him, insists the exterminator returns to his truck and turns the ignition. As he pulls away, his mind is already mulling his next job. He doesn't give another thought to this crabby old woman and her paranoia about cockroaches. He doesn't stop to wonder what became of that strange cricket that he found. It probably just crawled back into the wall, he thinks. He certainly would have no reason to think that the cricket is still with him, a new and permanent hitchhiker inside his head. The exterminator had just acquired a new lifelong friend, a lifelong friend that we call SCP-2119. SCP-2119 is a biomechanical creature that resembles a small gray insect, ranging from 5 to 15 millimeters in length, with a segmented body, 6-jointed legs, and protrusions from the head and abdomen that resemble antennae and oviposters, respectively. However, SCP-2119 is produced by man, so these oviposters are